Geminis. Danni Moon here. Pole girl with the different do-rags. I wore this before, but I don't know if y'all saw it, but I love this because I do nothing to it, okay? I twist my fingers in it, I pluck it out, and call it a day. It's the easiest do-rag I ever had, okay? So, call me what you want. Just make sure you're respectful, okay, Geminis? I'm gonna just jump right into it. The disclaimers are all the cards, or if I channel something, it won't resonate with every single Gemini in the world, of course. But some of these cards, I know that everyone is going to be able to take something from at least one of these cards, especially the energy cards that I pulled, okay? So remember, not everybody's going to resonate. But if you don't resonate, just give it back to the universe and let another Gemini pick it up, because these energies was very like specific. So I know these messages are for some Geminis out there. Subscribe, y'all. Each day I wake up, I look how many subscribers I got, and my numbers, they go up slow, 1 or 2 people, but I'm just super happy that they're going up. And that means, my messages are getting out there, because the foundation of this channel, definitely, I always tell people, is about mental health and how we can help it or solve it or cure it, or how can we get through it on a daily basis. It's about depression, my depression, your depression, how I get through it. And then it's about like tarot and everything else. But Spirit really wants me to be out here to help other people who go through the same thing that I go through. So, and I could go on and on about it, but I'm not, because I'm going to try to get to your reading, because my phone cuts off in 33 minutes. I'm already at 2 minutes. Okay. So let's start with, and energy is fluid. So this could have been 30 days to 6 months in the past. This could be 30 days to 6 months in the future, or this could be present energy right now. But this also could be Geminis. Y'all too have really good energy. Like, y'all have energy that pulls. People gravitate to you, so you have energy that pulls. So you could be pulling on somebody around you's energy, and I could be picking up on that energy. So this could be like your mother's energy, your girlfriend's energy, whoever you're thinking about energy. So remember that it doesn't have to pertain to you, but if this story is familiar, that means it's for someone around you, okay? The first card I got, first I should tell you about, I got the Ten of Swords, but I should tell you, when I asked for the energy, right? I was going to my car to get my new deck of cards that I got, which is the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. And you are the first collective zodiac that I'm using them on. Thank you to everybody who donates to a regular reading or a private reading with me, because that's how I get my cards, and that's how these lights stay on. So when I was going to my car, I got a lot of different, and not a lot, but a few different energies. One was like disconnect and discomfort. They put that card in my head. So I saw the like boredom and disconnected card. And then I got Gemini's two-face. Not two-face in a bad way, but y'all have two, like, y'all go between minds. Like, one mind is like, I love this relationship, I want to stay, I tried. And then your other mind is like, I'm bored, like it's the same shit, like over and over. Do I want to leave? Do I want to stay? What was the other energies? The other energies was I got a little bit about money, that you're a little worried about money. Geminis, I'm telling you, I've got that you got a little bit worried about money, but I think the extra stress and the extra pressure that with this relationship is on you, so it's making all your worries like 10 times bigger. You know what I'm saying? So, because I did get worried about finances, but financially, I think you're going to be okay, but I think you have to deal with certain things, certain feelings, and this relationship, and get some of that off of your back, and then you focus. And then I think your money will be okay. Seriously. That's the energy that I got. Even this Ten of Swords is a cycle ending, but right now when I place my hand on the card, I did feel like a cycle is ending for you, a 10-year relationship, a gap of something, of however you was, is ending, and you're shedding the old and you're going into a new. And I don't think it feels good to you, and I think it puts a lot of stuff in your mind, but I think it's for the better. I do see right now, I'm looking at the sun card. They putting the sun card in my head. So I do think eventually, if you don't see it now, it will work out for you. I don't know if it'll work out for this relationship, but it'll work out for you in the end, for your greater good. And at the end of the day, that's who you have to look out for first. In order to be a good parent, a good friend, a good anything, you have to look out for you first, okay? So back to the cards, you got the Ten of Swords, which is a cycle ending. It's very dramatic, this card, but it does mean something's ending and a new beginning is started. Okay, but remember, when a new beginning starts, Gemini, you have to get it started in, like the Wheel of Fortune. You didn't get that, but the Wheel of Fortune is like the wheel turns whatever way you want it to turn. Spirit and these the guides, your spirit guides, and God and the universe, they sit back and they wait for you to take action first, and then they see what you're doing, and then they go with it and they protect you, and they protect you regardless. But what I'm saying is that they need you to get that wheel turning. Okay, so after this Ten of Swords, if you want positive energy and positive enlightenment and positive everything, start the wheel off. You started off with positivity. And look what's clarifying that. Look what's clear. This is the best. These two cards is the best. I don't care what this card look like. I'm telling you, this is an ending, and Spirit is saying, we right here and we got you. Geminis, I know right now is a worrisome time for you. That's what I'm feeling. And if I keep saying it, that means y'all are in your heads right now. Look at the star. Look up and stay focused, because they are focused on you. This is the star card. This means guidance from the universe. This also is a wish fulfillment card. So right now, whether you believe in not, or if you believe in your own thing, it won't hurt you to say, to while you're praying, to say, God, please send me some happiness, some internal happiness, not outside happiness. You always want internal happiness. So this is a beautiful combination right here. This is also I don't know what zodiac for every card. I really don't. But I do know that this is the Aquarius card. So there could be a Gemini out there dating an Aquarius. Or maybe you want to go look at the Aquarius reading. Maybe. I don't know. The next card you got is, after this Ten of Swords, this new cycle, you will go into hermit mode, because you're going to be thinking about, and most of the Geminis I know, I don't know a lot, but the ones that I do know, they are to themselves, but they're still like open. I don't know how to explain. People gravitate to them, so they're really good people. Like, they got good energy, blah, blah, blah. But they don't go out there seeking people. The Geminis I know, they don't go out there looking for socialization and people and blah, blah, blah. So you are always kind of in hermit mode. You're always thinking. But after this cycle ends, hopefully because you're in hermit mode after this cycle, now it's time to deal with the right things. It's fine that you are always in hermit mode and you're always thinking, but now you got to think about, okay, how do I move forward, God? What do I do? What did I do wrong in this process so that I won't do it wrong again? These are some of the questions that you have to ask yourself. You can't just go within and say the same things and not get some type of result out of it. You know what I'm saying? Going within, meditating, talking to your higher self, talking to your spirit guides, all of that is so that you can make a change. What's clarifying this is the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is why I said your money is you're probably a little bit worried about your money. King of Pentacles means like you are good, stable. Your money's good, your family's good. Let me find the reverse. I think King of Pentacles is about being like a little bit stern with people. And I think something about your money not being so great. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles reversed. Um, sorry. No, no, no. It's just my glasses, y'all. I said no, 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 because I could hear someone saying, "What, you can't read?" A spendthrift. That's what it says. A spendthrift who cares nothing for the value of money. One who may even cheat or steal. Undependable for the time being. So right now, this is I think I don't, the Geminis I know are dependable. So I don't know if you're being undependable right now, but I know that you, after this cycle that just ended, was like a big thing for you. So right now you're kind of to yourself. You maybe not answering calls or texts or whatever. You might even be a little sad, but don't spend up your money. You know how people, when they get into a little depression, they eat a lot or they spend a lot. Don't do that. Save your money, please. This cycle of sadness will be over, Geminis. Don't worry. Or say, if you're not sad, this cycle of overthinking of what should I do will be over soon. I told you, I saw the Sun card. Let me tell you something. When I went to go get my cards, I saw the disconnect and boredom card, right? And this is before I shuffled, before I did anything. And so I'm here shuffling, I'm meditating, I'm doing all of that. Nothing's coming out. Look what came out. Disconnect and boredom. So this shows me that I'm not making this up. Spirit is really here. Spirit doesn't leave my side. Because this is a job for me and they want me to really help people, Spirit doesn't leave me. Okay? So this is real. So when I say I saw the Sun card just now in my head, please understand that things will get better, but you have to be patient. Okay, Gemini? Let me hurry up and keep moving. So let's try to get this King of Pentacles upright. Okay? Because it is clarifying the Hermit, and I think just right now people may feel like, what's going on with the Gemini, what's going on? It's only because you are overly thinking. I don't think you're undependable or anything like that. This is just a phase for, and I don't know why I heard a couple of months. The next thing you got is Two of Swords, but this all has to do with whatever that cycle is, that ending. Somebody could have had a breakup. I did get a wave of that energy too. I know a lot of people come here because they want to know about their relationship. I am a reader that I want to give you internal help that's going to move you forward in life. It's not really about like relationship. But I'm not going to lie, that when I asked for the energy, I did get like one couple that might be happy. One group of Geminis that might be getting married, because I did see a ring and I felt proposal, like marriage may be coming on. Okay, but the majority of the energy was boredom, was thinking, was decisions, was not sure. You know what I'm saying? And this is what these two cards are saying, all of that. There's a decision that has to be made, but you are avoiding it. And I think you're avoiding it because you don't want to hurt the other person. You're not sure of your feelings. You see that moon? The moon always stands out to me in this card. And the moon is about fear. And you shouldn't be fearful of the moon. Danni Moon. You shouldn't be fearful of the moon or fearful of what will happen. You need to communicate clearly. You need to talk to a best friend. And I know the Geminis are not really like that. Y'all are really like, you're not really like that. But I'm just saying, reach out to me. You can email me at Danni at Moon Danni. It's a new email, sorry y'all. Moon Danni 1976 at gmail.com. And I could give you like a little bit of more of a reading to you if you need to. Right now, just right now, the month of February, I'm just asking for donations to my cards. I'm not really charging. So if you want to reach out, just email me, okay? I'm gonna immediately tell you to call me. All right. So this is something, a decision. You don't know. And I don't know why I got kids in my head just now. Maybe you're thinking about like, if I make this decision, it's going to impact the kids. I'm not really sure if that is the case, but Spirit is saying, Oh, let me keep going. What is clarifying this card is, and I will tell them, is the Five of Cups. So to me, I'm feeling like this might have been a breakup, or going to be a breakup, or on the verge of a breakup. And you're so busy looking at, oh my God, woulda, shoulda, coulda, what would have happened? I can't believe this is happening. But Spirit wants you to turn around and see the blessings. Remember, y'all, a relationship sometimes is there for a season and a reason, for you to learn a lesson. You know, now that you're in hermit mode and you're really contemplating and thinking about whatever, think about what you've learned in this relationship. Think about what you can take from this relationship. Because think about, if you didn't have that relationship, you wouldn't be the person that you are. So I'm sure you've gained some knowledge, whether good or bad, but you know what to do for your next relationship. You know that you need to have a relationship with yourself first before you get into another relationship. So, guys, turn around and see your blessings. Take these blinders off and make this decision. Be a grown person. We have to grow up. And I don't mean that, I'm not trying to dish you or play you. I'm just saying, like, sometimes we like to sit in our mess. Sometimes we like to sit in our bubble where we're comfortable at, you know, and something, because we don't know what the future is. Even if I talk to Spirit, y'all, I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. I'm not a psychic. I don't know. I work off of energy. You know what I'm saying? But everybody could work off of energy. Not only me, you could too. You know what I'm saying? So when you go within, really feel out the other person's energy, your energy, make solid decisions, so that even if y'all do walk away from each other, if this is a breakup, that y'all won't be burning bridges, and that y'all will be good parents. And if y'all are not parents, y'all will just stay friends. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whatever relationship I'm talking about, it's been a little while. I feel like it's been a while for y'all. So, but you got to move on. And the reason why you got to move on is because after this, after you turn around and see your blessings, after you take the blinders off, Spirit will bring you someone else. Now, this is not going to be for a while, probably, y'all, Geminis. Because, and I hope it's not, because you can't get out of one thing and into another. And I don't know, I just got a wave of energy that it is between two people. Like, you want to leave this relationship because you like someone else. I'm going to pick these cards back up. I just want to go back to this one, and I want to hurry up because I'm on 18 minutes already. This card, the Two of Swords, also means a decision needs to be made. I know that I told you about this, but just now when I was holding these cards, I feel like it's probably between two people. Maybe you're liking someone else or whatever. I tell every sign the same thing. Please do not leave a relationship because you think the grass is greener. Greener, like my do-rag. Please don't think it's greener on the other side. If you leave a relationship, leave it because this is something you want to do for you, to make a better you, okay? So this cup of love that Spirit, God, the universe is bringing into you, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a best friend, because Geminis, you are to yourselves and kind of going within right now. Spirit is maybe bringing you someone that you are able to open up with and talk to, because if you don't, I feel like you might explode, Gemini, okay? So please don't let this pass you. This is the Ace of Cups. This is a big ace. You know what I'm saying? This is something like, thank you. Give gratitude to the universe. If you started talking to a coworker at work, or somebody that you really just could rely on, that's God bringing you that. Okay, that is definitely your energy, because Gemini, like I said, y'all are good people. So that is just definitely your energy, but God is bringing you somebody to lean on. Okay, whatever it turns into is on you, but God is bringing you someone. Okay, just remember, if you're ending a relationship, do it for the right reasons and don't hurt nobody. Okay, what's clarifying this is the High Priestess. And I love this card. I'm so surprised I had to look at it. The High Priestess is all about these gifts. You see how I'm talking to spirit and channeling and spirit taking out the card? It's all about the gifts, and it's about your intuition. So spirit is saying, especially because it's clarifying this, that you already have an inkling. You already know that this person is going to be there to lean on you. You already know about this gift that God is bringing in. Spirit is talking to you. I'm so sorry I can't get my words out, but you know the retrograde is happening right now, and it will make you like stumble over your words. But also when spirit is talking to me or here and trying to get a message out like so quickly that I stumble over my words because I'm clumsy. So once again, God is bringing you a gift, a somebody. This could be a relationship, or it could be just a best friend, or it could be an older person like a pastor or someone who could give you wisdom, wise advice. But you know this. This is the magical card. This is the card of gifts. So when you feel that intuition, that is spirit, God, the universe talking to you, please listen. Please take action. Adhere to what your gut is telling you, okay? About whatever this is. Your next two cards is the Nine of Pentacles, which is super, super great. And clarified is the Eight of Swords. Now, this I told you in the beginning that your money is your finances is a little like shaky. That's why I keep going like this. But I feel like because you're going within and you're separating from your person and kind of separating from your emotions and not really knowing what's going on, and you're in your head, I feel like you might be like overworking. Not overworking, but you're doing overtime, you working. So you're building up your money and you feel a little stable and you are happy. You are happy where you are material wise and bill wise. Yes, they could get better. I do understand, but I feel because you're in hermit mode, you're overworking. And so that's going to help your finances. But you're still trapped in fear, trapped in your head. It doesn't matter how your money's growing or if you're able to pay your bills or if you feel stable. You're still trapped in your head about whatever cycle just ended or whatever cycle is about to end. You're still trapped in your head, and there's no knots. You're keeping yourself trapped. Now after a cycle ending, I understand that you don't feel good, and that you're mentally just not prepared for the world, for people. I do get that. All I'm asking you is that she's staying there on purpose. Please don't stay there. If you could find a solution to try to move forward and gain a little bit more happiness, please do that, okay? Your last card was the Two of Pentacles, and this again is about a decision that be made. This could be about two people. You want to leave one to go to another. I don't think you should do that. I think you need time for yourself, Gemini. But this is also multitasking. That also clarifies this card. Your money is getting better because you're doing so much. You are multitasking. You're taking on more shifts. You're working overtime at work. You're overdoing it. Your energy right now, what I'm seeing in my head, is like stretching. Your energy is stretching in all different areas, like just so you can avoid these issues, these internal issues, or these issues with a person. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, if you keep doing that, oh, and I got health problems too, y'all. Geminis, just in case, go get a full physical, a full blood work. Something's going on with your health out there. You're not feeling good. And I also got somebody's back is hurting. Now, how does that relate to the Two of Pentacles? It's because you're doing too much. You are depleting your energy. You are, you're literally making yourself sick. And if you don't feel it now, you will feel it. And I don't know why I see 5 days. You will feel it next week. I don't even want to say next month. I keep saying next week. You're going to start feeling it in your body. But this is the stress that you're under. But you can come out of this stress. And it doesn't mean running to a new relationship. No, please don't do that. All right, so that's the end of those cards, right? Your energy cards, because now I'm on 25, so that's giving me like 6 or 7 minutes. But I think I normally, if I feel like I didn't finish a reading, I give you a bonus. I think I really hit yours on point, Gemini. Please leave a comment, drop a heart so that I know you saw this and that some things resonate with you. Even if it didn't resonate with you, leave a comment so I know that you watched the whole video, okay? The first one that you got was endless possibilities. And this is something that you need to right now because you're in hermit mode or your thought process is all over the place. You need to understand that Geminis, y'all are a really good collective. Y'all are good zodiac. Y'all work hard. Y'all are intelligent. Like, you should know that you have endless possibilities. You don't have to be stuck anywhere in a relationship you don't want to be, a job you don't want to be, trapped in your mind. You don't have to be there. There are endless possibilities for you. And spirit is following you. Spirit is with you. Sorry, that was my alarm. Spirit is with you, but you have to really believe that and know that. You can't be flaky. Go in, go out. Oh, I believe in God. Thank you for waking me up. Oh, I read the Bible. No, you need to really believe that in your soul, that spirit is with you and protecting you. Then you can see your endless possibilities, okay? The next one you got was Call of the Muse. And this is basically saying call on your spirit guides, call on your angels, please. If you come and watch tarot, that means you believe in this metaphysical world a little bit. That means you believe in God. You believe that blessings are coming your way. So then just go an extra step and ask your angels, ask your guides, ask God, what should I do next? Before you know it, synchronicities is popping in my head. You may be seeing 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4s, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 11, 11. If you do that, that means your spirit guides are with you. They're protecting you. And I'm seeing a holding heart right now. That's what I'm seeing, somebody holding your heart. So I know that there is some breakups and some heartache out there, but it's not the end of the world. But don't jump into something new. I'm telling you. And if I keep repeating that, that means spirit is making me reiterate it to you. Do not jump into anything new. These glasses are so dirty. Sorry. Your next one is Root of Abundance. And remember, I told you that I saw the star card in my head. This is basically like the star card. This is the root of abundance. Abundance doesn't always have to be about money. Abundance could be abundance of internal happiness. Some people are just tired of just going through it every single day. Always something. If it's not the bills, it's the job, it's the kids, it's the girlfriend, it's the boyfriend, it's mental trapped in fear. It's always something. And spirit is saying like that is what your ending is. Your ending will be the root of your abundance. The ending will be that sun card that I saw. I promise you. And the reason I know that is because before I started doing your cards, I saw this card, disconnect and boredom. Okay. So, when I was shuffling, it came out because spirit took it out. All right. So if I'm seeing the sun card, that means at the end of all of this, this could be 6 months, 1 year, whatever. When you start to move forward, the sun will be there. Abundance will be there. Do not worry. Your next one I see is material harvest. And this is like the 7 of Pentacles, or this is like your 9 of Pentacles. Your money is growing, but it has to grow without depleting your energy, okay? I do want you to have material harvest. I do want your money to grow, but I want it to grow without taking away from your energy, okay? The power card. Right now, you're in hermit mode. This is almost like the magician in a regular deck. That you have the resources, you have the power to move forward, to talk to your spouse and communicate clearly about what you want or why you want to leave, or you have the power of discernment to make rational, good decisions, to know that you don't belong in a relationship, to jump from a relationship to a relationship right now. You have the power, so don't act like you don't, Gemini. Okay, don't act like you don't. And your intuition is spot on. Your gifts are there to use, but you have to do it. No one's going to do it for you. Wisdom. This is inner wisdom. This is your intuition. Okay? This is knowing what to do, the right thing to do, how to go about it without hurting yourself or other people around you. Okay? But in order to do this, you need to either meditate or you need to listen to what your guides are telling you. Whew, that was good. That was good. At the bottom of this deck, I got the King of Wands. This is passion. This is this in spirit wants you to embody this right now. Right now you're a little like this. So spirit wants you to embody something that you are passionate about, something that you feel awesome about right now. You know, so that it could help your energy, so that it could really help your energy right now. Okay, then the next thing you got is Knight of Wands. This was right after this one, and I told you someone's coming in. This is a gift. Okay, someone's coming in. A message is coming in for you, or a person is coming in for you. Please don't be so internally turned inward that you miss this. This could be advice from a person. This could be something about your job. This could be about finance. This could be a person for you to lean on, someone, a friend. You know what I'm saying? Do not miss this opportunity that God is bringing in for you. But don't be silly either. Don't be naive. While you are in this crisis or while you're in this cycle, watch out for deception. Watch out for people. Every time I get this card, I see a purse. So watch out for your money in your purse. Don't let nobody steal nothing from you, okay? I see documents now. Watch out for documents. Watch out right now, because obviously people around you right now know you're going through something. So don't let anyone deceive you, okay? Communicate clearly. That's what the Queen of Swords is about. Communication, and communicating clearly to whoever, your people in your job, or the people in your community, or your ex-spouse or your new spouse. You have to communicate clearly so people can know where you stand. Okay? Don't let people take advantage of you, Geminis, at this time. Okay? Because you won't catch it until you're out of this, I don't want to call it depression, but you won't catch it until later, and by that time you will be screwed. All right, that's all I have for you, y'all. I love you, Geminis, because I know some really good Geminis. I love you all. Email me at moondanny1976@gmail.com if you want a reading, and I'm always here for you. And leave a comment, subscribe, and press like. Okay, I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great day.